What did the US Supreme Court say about Trump's tariffs? In recent years, tariffs imposed during the Trump administration became the subject of major legal challenges in the United States. The key question before the courts was not whether tariffs are good or bad policy, but whether the president had the legal authority to impose them the way he did. Most of the tariffs were imposed under laws such as the International Emergency Economic Powers Act and Section 232 of the Trade Expansion Act of 1962. These laws allow the president to take trade action in cases involving national security or economic emergencies. Several importers and business groups challenged the tariffs, arguing that the president exceeded statutory authority. They claim that Congress under the US Constitution holds the power to regulate commerce with foreign nations and that the executive branch stretched emergency powers too far. Lower federal courts examined whether the president acted within the limits granted by Congress. In different cases, courts upheld broad presidential discretion in trade matters, emphasizing that Congress had delegated certain authorities. When matters related to these tariffs reached the Supreme Court level, either directly or through petitions, the court did not fundamentally overturn the executive's tariff authority. Instead, it allowed existing rulings to stand or declined to intervene in ways that would restrict presidential trade power. In practical terms, this meant that the tariffs remained in place unless changed by the executive branch or Congress. The broader takeaway is this. In the United States, trade policy sits at the intersection of constitutional authority, congressional delegation, and executive discretion. The Supreme Court has generally been cautious about limiting presidential power in areas where Congress has clearly delegated authority. For Canada and other trading partners, these rulings matter because they clarify how much flexibility a US president has in imposing trade measures. The issue is not only economic, it is constitutional.